Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Yellowstone's lowest rated episodes confirm the harshest reality about Taylor Sheridan's show without Kevin Costner. There's a harsh reality about Yellowstone's lowest rated episodes, proving Kevin Costner's prowess in Taylor Sheridan's modern Western TV show. Due to several factors, Costner didn't return as John Dutton in the final chapter of Sheridan's neo-Western, leaving many fans disappointed that Costner and Sheridan couldn't resolve their disputes to close the show. Rather than include Costner's return, Yellowstone Season 5, Episode 9, Desire is All You Need, chronicles John Dutton's fate, explaining how the state's leader died in the Montana governor's mansion. After John Dutton dies in Yellowstone Season 5, Episode 9, the back half of the season focuses on John's children. While Beth, Kelly Rayleigh, and Case, Luke Grimes, had complete endings, Season 5 faltered without John Dutton, and its ratings reflect this. While there are hints in plain sight that John Dutton was always supposed to die in Yellowstone, Costner's exit forced John's death to happen in the premiere. This then clouded the series with divisive flashbacks necessary to bridge the gap between Part 2 and the previously aired Part 1, while lacking a powerhouse performance. Of all 5 seasons, Yellowstone Season 5, Part 2 contains 3 of the lowest-rated episodes of the entire show, according to IMDb. Based on the website's ranking system, Season 5, Episodes 9, 10, and 13 are the least liked Yellowstone installments, proving that Costner's exit significantly impacted the series. The numbers suggest fans agree that Yellowstone Season 5, Episode 9, is one of the worst episodes of the flagship series. Costner's character dies in Episode 9, and the ratings imply that viewers disliked how Sheridan handled the departure. Yellowstone viewers didn't care for Yellowstone Season 5, Episode 10, The Apocalypse of Change, either. It features a lengthy flashback to Texas that confuses the timeline in the first half of the episode. The segment perfectly shows how Yellowstone's final season struggles with pacing, spending too much time on trivial moments and too little on the central plot. Yellowstone Season 5, Episode 13, Give the World Away, the penultimate episode, left the worst impression. When Beth liquidated the ranch's assets, the episode practically confirmed Season 5's ending. Yellowstone wasn't the same without the cornerstone of Costner playing John, and the ratings from Season 5 don't say otherwise. There are clues that Costner's exit only slightly changed Yellowstone's ending, which suggests the patriarch would have died regardless. Still, few would deny that Costner's time was cut short. Costner returning for Yellowstone Season 5 would have allowed the final chapters to play out chronologically, like every other season of the series. This creative choice could have satisfyingly led to John Dutton's death unfolding nearer to the show's end. Costner not returning to the series meant that Season 5 had to deal with the Montana governor's death immediately in Part 2. Additionally, John was the main character and the season was without its central cog. Ultimately, the story would have benefited from his presence a while longer. When the main characters are primarily John's children and their families, he is the element that ties them all to the fraught Dutton family legacy. While his character wasn't everyone's favorite, Costner's John Dutton was the soul of the neo-Western, and his exit affected more than just his family's outcome. Despite all the understandable disappointment due to Costner's exit, Yellowstone Season 5, Part 2 still works. Beth and Case have some of the best stories in Season 5, Part 2, which was important since the characters rose to prominence after their father's death. While Kelly Rayleigh and Luke Grimes were always central cast members, they typically took a backseat to Costner. In the final chapter, Beth and Case's stories are the most vital part, with storylines like Case's freedom from the ranch filling out Yellowstone's ending cathartically. The best part of the final segment is what happens to the ranch in Yellowstone Season 5, Episode 14, which likely would have played out the same no matter when John died. Case sells the land to the Broken Rock tribe following his father's death, which allows his family to move on from the burden of protecting the ranch while restoring it to the indigenous stewards. The end of Yellowstone Season 5 was predetermined on a different Sheridan show, so luckily, John's death still factored into the conclusion, making for a full-circle ending. Yellowstone has earned a reputation as one of television's most gripping dramas, blending the rugged beauty of Montana's landscapes with the high-stakes drama of family power struggles, land disputes, and personal vendettas. Yet, like any long-running show, it has its highs and lows. The lowest-rated episodes of Yellowstone reveal a sobering truth. Without Kevin Costner's commanding presence as John Dutton, the series struggles to maintain its narrative strength and emotional depth. These episodes underscore how integral Costner's character is to the show's identity and expose some of the cracks in Taylor Sheridan's otherwise masterful storytelling. The magnetic force of John Dutton. Kevin Costner's portrayal of John Dutton is the cornerstone of Yellowstone. The patriarch of the Dutton family, John is a complex figure, both a ruthless protector of his land and a deeply flawed father. His gravitas anchors the sprawling ensemble cast and serves as the moral or immoral compass around which the story revolves. The lowest-rated episodes of Yellowstone often coincide with John Dutton's diminished screen time, highlighting just how much his presence elevates the show. In episodes where John takes a backseat, the narrative often feels adrift. The tension that defines Yellowstone, the clash between tradition and modernity, family loyalty and betrayal, loses its sharp edge without Costner's portrayal of a man caught in the crossfire of these forces. Whether he's delivering a scathing monologue about the importance of preserving his family's legacy or sharing a rare moment of vulnerability, Costner's John Dutton provides a depth and authenticity that the show struggles to replicate in his absence. Secondary characters under the spotlight. Without John Dutton at the forefront, Yellowstone's secondary characters are thrust into the spotlight. While characters like Beth Dutton, Kelly Riley, Rip Wheeler, Cole Hauser, and Jamie Dutton, Wes Bentley, are compelling in their own right, they often work best in relation to John. Episodes that sideline Costner frequently attempt to build arcs around these characters, but the results are mixed. Beth's fiery temperament and razor-sharp wit make her one of the show's standout characters, but episodes that focus solely on her can feel one-dimensional, leaning too heavily on her abrasiveness without exploring her deeper motivations. Similarly, Jamie's descent into villainy is intriguing but lacks the emotional weight it carries when juxtaposed with John's disappointment and disdain. Rip's stoic loyalty and relationship with Beth are fan favorites, but even these moments lose their impact when disconnected from the larger Dutton saga. The problem isn't that these characters are uninteresting, it's that they thrive in a narrative ecosystem where John Dutton is the sun, and they are the planets orbiting him. Without that central gravitational force, their stories often feel disjointed or overly melodramatic. The challenges of expanding the universe. Taylor Sheridan's ambitious storytelling often involves weaving multiple plotlines together, from land disputes with corporate developers to clashes with Native American tribes and the complexities of ranch life. However, in the lowest-rated episodes, this ambition can become a double-edged sword. Without John Dutton to provide a unifying thread, these storylines sometimes lack cohesion. For example, episodes focusing heavily on the bunkhouse crew, while entertaining, can feel like filler when not tied to the larger narrative stakes. Similarly, the show's exploration of political machinations and corporate greed often falls flat without John's direct involvement to ground these themes in the personal stakes of the Dutton family's survival. The expansion of the Yellowstone universe through spin-offs like 1883 and 1923 has also drawn attention to the main show's weaker moments. These prequels, while providing rich backstory and exploring the Dutton family's legacy, highlight how vital a strong central character is to Sheridan's storytelling. The absence of a figure like Kevin Costner in these episodes makes it clear that Yellowstone's heart and soul reside in its patriarch. The limits of visual splendor. One of Yellowstone's greatest strengths is its breathtaking cinematography. The sweeping vistas of Montana's wilderness are as much a character as any member of the Dutton family, providing a stunning backdrop for the drama. However, in the lowest-rated episodes, even the most beautiful landscapes can't compensate for weak storytelling. Without John Dutton's grounding presence, the show occasionally leans too heavily on its visuals to carry the narrative. While these episodes may still be visually stunning, they lack the emotional resonance that comes from seeing these landscapes through John's eyes, as a man fighting to protect not just his land, but his way of life.